Hi, I'm posting a second video, not from any excess of vanity, I assure you, but in review of the question posted for our assignment. I realized that in my first posting, I neglected a very important reflection that was required, and that pertains to the Brock section on audiobooks, and that's pages 68, 77 in our textbook from Brock. I really do want to comment on that, and my feelings after reading this particular section on audiobooks is a positive one. My first reaction is positive. I feel there is definitely a niche for such such a learning tool, and I may introduce a note of reserve or caution, but overall I'm very much in agreement with Brock that there is some very cogent reasons why audiobooks can and should be part of the tools that we use to introduce young adults or any adult into reading. There are children with physical disabilities, and there are children with learning disabilities. And of course, it does teach listening skills, which is something kids are a little bit short on. And I think overall, it's a very useful way to introduce a particular genre of learning. Yeah. But in addition to using these audiobooks to improve English fluency, I think that we should reserve this option as a secondary option, because I am first and foremost a proponent for real books. I grew up with books at a time when, okay, I'm dating myself, at a time when such technology really wasn't available or widely used or dispersed among the general population. Although the history does indicate audiobooks were in use long before they became popular with various other forms of technology. But still, I think that for all the positive aspects that Brock speaks about in her section, and I do agree with those points that were made in the section, I still think that our first and primary duty as educators, if that is what we intend to be, is to introduce the real thing to children. Put a book in a kid's hand and let them see what it can do, feels like, the pictures, the imagination. There's nothing like having a story read to a child at bedtime to introduce them to the pleasure of reading books. I don't know that audiobooks or online books, and I'm the last one not to use an online book. I get onto archive.org as frequently as possible, just for the convenience of having a book right now. but it's all ephemeral. It's not, you can't hold it, you can't feel it. And I know this is going to be a controversial subject because many of you will not agree with me, but that's the way I feel. I think that there is a place for audiobooks, and I think there is a bigger place for the real thing. Thank you.